Quick check of the markets on your Tuesday morning. Here's Tom Piotrowski over at CommSec. How are we looking today, Tom?
Well, Pete, the futures are telling us that we'll kick off in positive territory. They're up by around 0.2% as we speak, but you'd probably be slow to hang your hat on that because we saw becalmed markets in the Northern Hemisphere. There were public holidays on either side of the Atlantic. US markets were closed for Memorial Day, so that's in some respects the beginning of their summer season, or certainly their driving season. But in after-hours trade, we had the Dow futures up by around 0.2% a short time ago. Same for the S&P 500. Technology stocks with the Nasdaq doing quite well, up by around 0.4%. European markets similarly were a little bit diminished by the fact that the UK market was closed for a bank holiday, but the European markets were generally higher, notwithstanding the German market up by about 0.4%, the French market up by the same amount. The stock 600, which is like a broader measure of European stock performance, was at a record high with a gain of 1/3%. We saw a whole range of industrial stocks do quite well where European markets are concerned. Car makers, Volkswagen up 1.6%. The luxury goods stocks doing quite well, Pete. LVMH and Hermes up by about 1%. So that brings us to the local picture. That 0.2% gain will be a handy addition to yesterday's gain of around 0.8%. We had commodity prices a little bit of a mixed affair last night. So oil prices were up by more than 1%. Investors looking forward to the OPEC and allied producers meeting at the weekend. Gold prices were a little bit firmer, up by around 0.7%. The Aussie dollar has gained about 1/4 cent against the US dollar overnight at 66.5 US cents. I beg your pardon. Retail sales for April will be released today, and we'll have an investor day held by Domino's Pizza, Elders Goes ex-dividend, and an AGM being held by Luna.
You're trying to get too much information out, Tom.
I may have not gotten the cadence right in my speech there, so I apologise to the listener.
Trying to get too much information in such a short space of time. We need more. But luckily, we get to talk again a little later on in the show, Tom. We'll see you then.
Indeed.